Hello everyone. How is everyone doing today? Hope you're all well and doing fine. So today's book is especially a special one. It's called Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. So this book is about a little boy called Max, and who's also the protagonist of this story. And this book has become an acknowledged classic of children's books now. This also has been the Caldecott Medal winner for the most distinguished picture book of the year 1964. So let's start reading. Where the Wild Things Are. Here is little Max, looking naughty as ever. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. This little boy is running after his dog with a fork in his hand. How mischievous can he get? His mother called him wild thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Now his mother's got very angry with him for getting angry with her, and so she's punished him and sent him off to bed without food. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew and grew. Look at all the trees here. I think the author has done a beautiful job of the illustrations in this book especially. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max. And he sailed off through night and day. His little private boat, and he's got his name written on the boat as well, Max. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Look at all of their terrible claws and terrible wide eyes. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with a magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all and made him king of all wild things. I particularly like Max's expressions everywhere. They're so cute. Just look at him. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." And here is all of them, along with all the wild things, dancing away to glory. Here they are again, having tons and tons of fun. So all the wild things have declared him the king and the wildest of them all. "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye and sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Look at his expression here. And it was still hot. The end. I think the author has done such a beautiful job of depicting the wild imaginations of a little boy and how the power of art, imagination, and daydream allow children to turn their traumatic situations into moments of survival and growth. Such a beautiful depiction of how, when a child finds himself in a difficult situation, cooks up his own story, goes into his own imagination, and survives that traumatic situation. I think it's a lesson for all of us as parents, as children, that children don't need much. All they need is much love and compassion. And they are surely going to be able to be ready to face the world. Thank you everyone for being here and enjoying this story with me. Once again, the story we read was Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. Thank you everyone. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, with yet another new story to read together. Bye-bye.